Hey ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Jack and Glenn channel. Before we get started on this video about Justin and how he's moving tremendously aggressive and mad, make sure you hit the subscribe button, hit the bell notification so you don't miss any of our reviews. Let's get to this, man. We see Justin, he comes out there and says Nate makes a pass at him, right? Have you never been complimented by a man before? Like, where is this coming at? Like, you never had a man in your life tell you, hey, by the way, your haircut looks smooth. By the way, you are, man, that sharp, that suit looks sharp, man. By the way, you put that combination together real great, man. By the way, I like your shoes, bro. You never had a man compliment you? That's a problem, right? I had to look at it from this standpoint. It took me a couple of days to do this video because I wanted to look at it in the totality of what it is, all right? Looking at Justin, I'm like, bruh, where all this frustration come from, right? And I realized what it was, right? I realized what it was. Justin went home, and as we were watching the show, we know the reunion was later on, so they had a chance to see some episodes, right? They had some chances to watch themselves on TV, and he saw Nate and the rest of the cast putting him down. He saw Nate and the rest of the cast talking about his sensitivity, and he saw Nate and the rest of the cast expressing their feelings and emotions about him and Alexis's relationship, and so he decided, let me unfollow everybody, right? Because of his emotional state. He's an emotional guy. He wears his emotions on his sleeve, which is not necessarily a good thing. But again, his brother warned us about this. It's nothing that's new, right? His brother warned us about this in the earlier episodes, that Justin wasn't ready for the TV show. Justin wasn't ready for marriage. Justin wasn't ready for none of this. That Justin had some emotional issues that he had to work out before he even get to this part, right? And so we saw all Justin's emotional issues play out on camera, right? He wanted to attack Nate. Sir, you're upset, right? To question another man's sexuality because he gave you a compliment, that is totally ridiculous, right? It's totally rude. It's totally, truth be told, totally kind of say that you're not secure with your sexuality, right? Because if he made a pass at you, why didn't you say something at that time? Hey, bruh, you know what, man? I don't roll that way. Hey, bruh, by the way, I appreciate you for the compliment, man, but nah, I'm married, or I rock this way, or I rock that way. You could have easily said those things at the time of the compliment, or at the time of the comment, but you did not, sir. So you sat at home and you watched videos and you figure out, what can I do to try to put a rise or get a rise out this guy? And what I really applaud Nate, because Nate just was chirping back, but even when Justin got up out of his seat, Nate stayed still. Nate, like, I'm not even going to entertain no physical altercation with you, right? I'm not even going to I'm not even going to entertain me and you scrapping here. I'm just going to stay seated because you're making a fool out of yourself, sir. You're making yourself look foolish on national television. You're making yourself look, you're embarrassing I can't even say your wife anymore. You're embarrassing the woman that you're with. You're totally, is rude, right? So then you get to the part where Justin was like, called Nate a boy. Right? If you know anything about the African American culture, you don't call another black man a boy. When you call another black man a boy, those are fighting words. And Justin knew what he was doing. Justin knew that I am going to try to get over, because Nate's voice wasn't raised. There was no bass in his voice at the time. He probably was, watching the video again, he talked probably the same way, little inflections in his voice, not major, but for the most part, he talked the same way a majority of the altercation, or the verbal altercation. But when you call another African American man a boy, those are fighting words. And Justin knew what he wanted to do. Justin wanted to prove that I'm a man. Justin wanted to prove that, you know what, Nate, I'll fight you. I'll go against you. We'll throw down. Justin, you're wrong, sir. Totally wrong. You never call another man. You insulted this man's sexuality, right? By calling him gay. Then you assault and attack his manhood by calling him a boy again. Totally mad, totally wrong, totally upset, totally disingenuous. If there was ever a relationship, that relationship is split. That relationship is torn. That relationship is severed. Unfollow me. Keep me unfollowed. Why is it today's society we base things off of people being followed and unfollowed? Usually used to be a thing like you only follow somebody if you think they're taking you someplace, right? So what if you unfollow me on social media? So what if you don't like me on social media? It is what it is. Nate doesn't have to deal with Justin anymore. Justin probably doesn't have to deal with Nate. But I do tell you this on the reunion is not over between those two. If you go back to some of the after parties with Keisha Knight Pulliam, you can see Nate's distaste for Justin. Now, some of the after parties were filmed after the reunion, right? So you can see how Nate doesn't rock with Justin. Go back to the comments. How Nate was like, I don't deal with that dude. I don't mess with him. He's the least likely to be trusted. Justin was putting... He has so many flags when it comes to friendship. You can see that he doesn't have too many male friends in his life. He don't know how to rock with some boys. Get with some real guys. Get with some dudes that you can rock with, that you can trust, that you can believe in. Because you don't do that to your boys, right? You don't put your boy on blast, right? He doesn't have a friendship in Ben anymore, because he put Ben in blast, right? Ben said it on the reunion. I blame Justin a little bit for my marriage going down because he had me on freaking speakerphone. If you're talking to your boy and he's sharing some things, your wife in the room, you put your earbuds in. If you got an iPhone, you put your AirPods in. Sorry, you take the phone off a speaker. You have a conversation. And you don't do that. Justin doesn't have friends, doesn't have etiquette. He is a really where was all this bravado, right? When your wife was going out, where was all this when your wife was talking about your manhood, right? You didn't bulk up not until reunion time, and that's because you saw how you looked on TV. Somebody told you that you look weak. Somebody told you that you look soft. Somebody told you that you, dang dog, you gonna let them treat you like that? You gonna let them talk about you like that? Man, you came out, and so you came to the reunion with something on your chest. You came to the reunion with a little bass in your voice. How about you pipe down, sir? How about you pipe down and you bring your voice down and get your life together, man. Get some counseling, get some therapy, get some help. Deal with some of your demons, deal with some of your issues, deal with some of the things that you need to deal with in life so you can heal. Because you're hurting right now. You're hurting because you lost your girl. You're hurting because you lost some friends on the cast. You're hurting because people don't rock with you. You need some help. So whatever therapist that Stasha is going to, you might want to give her a call and ask. Can you hop on, right? There's a lot of therapy services out there that you can go to, but get some therapy. Talk to Maya, see if Maya can help you out to calm down. Rock with your dog some more, but you're not ready to be in that relationship with your woman or with other guys, because if you would have stepped up to the wrong guy and you knew Nate wasn't going to do anything, that's the biggest thing too. You knew Nate wasn't going to get up and try to fight you. What for? He has nothing to lose. Nate had nothing to win, right? He has his wife, which you don't. There's a little bit of jealousy there. I think there's a little bit of jealousy there, right? Nate ended up with his woman. Justin didn't end up with his woman. There's a little bit there. Justin might just be a little jealous of Nate. How Nate flows and how Nate rocks and how Nate maneuvers. It seems as if you unfollow everybody, brother, it's on you. It's on you. Right? Nate just wanted to know why. And you couldn't even share it through all the violence and all the frustration and all the emotional ups and downs. Justin still couldn't tell people why he unfollowed him, except for the fact that he's emotional. Hey, let us know what you thought with this Nate and Justin situation. Why do you think Justin went off on Nate? But again, kudos to Nate for just sitting there. Justin, get some help, some therapy. You need it. You letting all the emotions that's built inside of you and all the things that go to your head lash out on national television, and you made yourself look bad. You look terrible. Hit the subscribe button, hit the bell notification, leave a comment in the comment section below, and we'll talk to you later.